But I'm not quite sure. I should look around, see if there's any more animals that I need. Eh. Yeah, it's on the other side of that mountain. I'm not dealing with it. Can I made some great distance, though. There we go. Sorry. I needed the meat. So we're getting some progress, I think. Like, I do want to look around more. But also, I really want to see what's next in the story. Where's my raptor?
Overriding that claw strider will make for an interesting ride.
Yeah, acid. I just love... Like, it's not super fast.
The source of that signal must be close. Another tall neck.
Alright, let's get to it. Oh my god, I know how to get to...
That sounds like a tall neck. Trees as tall as towers. The stand of the sentinels.
Let's see. Okay. So, I think I know how to get to that other tall neck in the middle of the desert. And it's on a bird. But I have to find a bird to mount? Well, there's the tall neck.
Overland settlement. Looks abandoned. But far enough to get me on that tall neck. I can find a way to the top.
Okay. I wonder why it's abandoned. I wonder what happened here. Come on. I want that one. There we go. I anticipate, though, something trying to kill me while I'm here. Look at that glow. Yep. We've got a stalker in here. Okay. Important to highlight the tract so we know what we're doing. But yeah, there is a stalker somewhere around here. You can kind of tell based on the landmines. Okay. I think we're somewhat in the clear. Ah, cool. We got blight. That would make some explanations. Stay away from it. Okay, how do I climb? More blight land. Not great to be running over. Can I just shoot it? No. It's one of those unroll ones. Nope. Okay, how do I get to where I need to get to? That's the real question. Okay. Ah! Okay, we got something. Okay, let's see if I can... Nope. So I have to start... Where is the beginning of this? Oh, no. What was that? It did not sound good, whatever it was. Ah!
Plasma won't do much here.
We got the bamboons. Can I get that down? No. I don't know why I keep trying. Okay. How do I get up there? I know that there is those keyring kind of hooks. Those seem a little lower. Maybe I'll have better luck over there.
A lowland settlement. Looks abandoned.
I get what it is. Oh
But
god.
high enough to get me on that tall neck. If I can find a way to the top.
There's a stalker. I told ya. I knew it was gonna be here.
Oh, stalkers. My favorite invisible killing machines.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Let me go ahead and scan it. Did it turn invisible on me again? Right, now I'm running through Blight. Great. Come on. I know you're over here. Go ahead. I'm waiting for you. There it is. Okay, let's just do this instead. There we go. That's at least something to see it by. Ow! Stop shooting me. I want... Ah! Come on! Ah, come on. I just want to get the key upgrade. Show me what it is.
Relief.
There's just got to be a better way to identify this frickin' thing. Okay, come on. Ah! I got it. I tagged the part. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Got one more component removed. And it's dead. There we go. Just what I was hoping for. Do I need the rock? There we go. There's the generator. I think in order to be able to finish unlocking it, I need a certain number of those generators, but I can't remember how many?
These legs look too difficult to climb. I'll have to find another way.
There we go. I have the last upgrade component I needed. Perfect. And the mine launcher. Isn't there something else over here? What are you? A duck, huh? Sorry, duck. I needed that. Midnight balloon. Okay. Dang it. Alright, so now we just have to find a new way up there. I'm thinking so far over here is correct. But how? Yeah, I know. I'm not running through great terrain at the moment. Okay.
Should be able to get up there.
Hey, I didn't even need to be up there. Or on the other ledge that I was on. What do you know? Okay. Quick save. Just to make sure. Is my phone fully charged? It is. I should stop overcharging it before I damage the battery. Okay. So.
Use purge water ammo to my advantage.
Purge water, huh? Okay, get the tail. Oh, I see why they abandoned this place, because it's not livable. I just want to see. I removed it. Cool, so when I finally get up there, I should be able to do something about it.
Get to that platform. Just gotta find a way.
The shield wing, huh? Great, how do I get to that platform, though?
I might be able to glide over those trees. Climb my way up to the platform.
Because I want to get that piece that's on the ground. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I was almost there. I mean, at least I dropped down a ladder. So that's something. Yeah, can I even?
Falling gently.
Nope. Well. Great. Now how do I get onto that platform? That's the real question. It seems like I think I just need a higher angle. Because just shooting that doesn't give me options. That's... maybe? Nope. Oh. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold up. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Now what? I'm just gonna let Aloy be my guide here. Where else do I go? Is that for when I get the ladder down? Oh, I see. Okay. So we've gotten a little closer. Now what? Okay. Hey, I made it up. Okay. I'm gonna put this back down so I don't have to do that again. Okay, I should be close enough now, right? I think. Because it won't necessarily get me to the head, but it should get me to the arms. Why did you not jump? Hello?
I'll stash this away for later.
Anyone know why she didn't jump? Because I don't. At least not currently. I mean, what? Do I have to be higher? Well, while I wait for it to come back around, I might as well get this chest. Where did that go? Aku! Hey, Aku! How is my favorite chef doing? What are you guys playing? We're waiting for a tall neck, by the way, to come back so I can yeet myself onto its back. So what were you playing? Hi, Cthulhu! Welcome back! Jets of Time. I have not heard of that one. Food is on the table and pitchforks on the right. Yes. Where? Hello, Tallneck? Are you coming back? Are you coming back? So, Aku, I have found a new... I don't want to say it's a recipe, but I came up with something for popcorn, and I think you're going to want to hear about this. Because it might be the best popcorn I've ever had. Sorry, I keep looking over here. Oh, Chrono Trigger Rando. Ooh, okay. So this popcorn is... I want to know, is the Tallneck coming back? Okay, it is coming back. It's just got a long loop. So, I still have some leftover white truffle oil from an attempt to make truffle fries that may or may not have gone horribly wrong. So what I did was I took some of the Irish butter, melted that down, and did just the tiniest little drizzle after I melted the butter of this white truffle oil, whisked it together, and then used some pink Himalayan salt on top of just regular popcorn that I air popped. And it was the best thing in terms of popcorn that I've had in a little while. I also had a little bit of truffle salt, which is just like pink Himalayan salt with little pieces of black truffle that I did just a tiny amount on just to get a few pieces of the truffle, and then just did the rest in that pink Himalayan salt. And it was absolutely incredible.
Looks like this tunnel is missing some parts.
Oh.
There's no way to climb to the top. I'll
Well,
have to find a platform that's high enough to reach its head directly.
Great. Right? Does that not sound amazing?
Thanks for the ride, buddy. Now to find higher ground.
Good to know. But yeah, like I started trying that out, and I was like, I can't go back. Like, I can't go back. It's better than movie theater butter by far. And then my fiance has the nerve, after I have come up with this amazing popcorn concoction, to be like, oh yeah, no, I bought some Act 2 microwave when I was at the store. And I'm just sitting there like, how could you insult my ancestors this way? Hey, Centipede! Welcome on in! I saw you were streaming earlier and I didn't get to jump in this time because today's just been a day. Please catch, please catch. I missed the entire thing. I'm doing pretty good. We're talking about my new popcorn recipe. Air-popped popcorn, fresh melted Irish butter. Yeah. Oh god, I made it. And a little bit of white truffle oil mixed in with that butter. There's a cooking competition starting close to where I live. I do not think I will be entering this competition for TV. Oh, that's awesome. Yum. Sending something to you via whisper. Hey, is it a recipe? I want to know, because if it's a recipe, I'm 100% always down for trying new food things.
Better watch my step.
Am I supposed to? I am supposed to. That doesn't mean that I'm particularly good at doing this.
Looks like I'm not alone.
Yeah, no, you're not alone. It's fine. The competition is to see who can make the best hot dish. Hot as in spicy, or hot as in, like, temperature? Because, honestly, I'm down for either, but I thoroughly enjoy spicy foods and trying to hurt myself with them. Did I tear off the component? I didn't tear off the component, of course not. Like a casserole. Ooh. Hey, Phantom Knight. Thank you for the lurk. I greatly appreciate it. Oh god, please. No, no, no. Come on. What is he making? Did that remove the component? Is the key component I'm looking for now gone? Okay, no data available. It's gone. This thing's gonna come kill me. Is that... Okay, that one's gone. Progress. Sadly no, but it is gaming related. I'm down. I also will say, speaking of gaming related and also recipes, I have been watching like copious amounts of Binging with Babish lately. and been insisting that my friends need to try the, oh god, it's next to me! The pasta aglio e olio that he's got. Oh no. Please don't. I didn't lower the ladder, did I? Can I help you? I just need to slow you down, I think. More than do you damage, but... Ow! The new trailer for the Lego Skywalker. Yes. I know I just butchered all the wording in that, but, my coworker, an assistant manager at the games store that I work at, has had that pre-ordered for months and has been so excited that I can't even begin to express. Please die. Please die. Oh man, you do not. Move, girl! Oh, I'm gonna die. Invincibility frames! My man's been playing a lot of Dark Souls, and I feel like this is my closest equivalent currently. All acquisition machines killed. What is an acquisition machine? And, thank you for the achievement, I guess. Well, I hope that you win the competition. Aku. Please die. Please die. Please die. I'm so tired of dealing with you. I'm sorry, baboons. This feels like very anti my favorite kids movie doing this. My favorite kids movie growing up was Tarzan, and attacking... Well, these were baboons. The baboons were not great people in the movie. Oh. I mean, they weren't bad, but...
I need to get up.
If you like gaming and cooking, then Rosanna Pansino, right? The Nerdy Nummies? Yeah. I thought about getting her cookbook, but I'm broke. I'm not thinking of joining this competition. Oh. Not much of a hot dish maker? Yeah, that's fair.
Climb higher.
What kind of dishes do you prefer to make, then? Because I'm just kind of curious at this point. We all know that I'm a fan of anything that involves butter and cheese, so I apologize to all of the vegans. But I don't know how to exist without either of those food groups. And nor am I particularly keen to not to. But I do have... I'm so proud of this. This is going to sound like a weird thing to be proud of. But I've been a vegetarian... This part is not the part I'm proud of. But I've been a vegetarian for... like 24 years? 23, 24 years of my life. And that's not the part I'm proud of. The part that I'm proud of is that I was at my bookstore and I found a cookbook that was designed purposely for vegetarians and vegans. So it's the only cookbook I own where I can eat everything in the cookbook, and it makes me really happy because I've never owned a cookbook that does that. Usually I have to just be like, okay, and we're gonna skip over this section because it involves meats, so I can't eat that. Makes me super sick anyway, even if I were to try, because some people thought they were funny by trying to sneak meat into my food, by the way. Purely great. Oh, that cycles back around. So, yeah. Things that are not considered one-pot meals. Okay, so you like to be a little more complex with it. Is this... Can I jump to this from here? I think I can. I mean, worst case scenario, I think I can at least get back. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That would make sense. You mean the psycho baboons that were trying to kill Jane? Yeah. You saw that film in theaters? That was 1999, and I was 5 years old. I did not see it in theaters, but that was like the movie that I was absolutely, oh my god, absolutely obsessed with as a kid. Like, you know how all the kids run around today dressed as like Elsa from Frozen, and you know, or they dress up as Iron Man, and like that's their thing, right? Mine was Tarzan, and I ran around trying to be Tarzan, and I beat my chest, and like the whole 9 yards. So yeah, those psycho baboons, which by the way, the video game for that was fun and hard, in case you ever needed to know. That is a rare thing for a cookbook to be like, yeah, there's like 500 recipes that I can ingest every, like, they even have like sauces for the other things. So it's like if you want to make a vegan version of like a hollandaise sauce or something, it has that in there. And I'm so excited because I've never owned anything like that. I'm happy that you found a cookbook that works for you. Thank you.
Where do you lead?
We are gonna find out where this goes. Would have been 8 when it hit theaters. I can't cook professionally because it would kill my love of cooking. Also, yeah, I feel that. I feel that 100%. There's a few things that it, like, when you're doing it professionally, it completely changes everything. I was 12 that summer. That was the summer that I saw Phantom Menace. I had the PlayStation 1 game for that, and it was great. Am I supposed to be getting onto the tall neck from here? No, this is too low. I need to go higher? Where do I need to go to get on this tall neck? Because this is too low. By far. Something's not... Oh! Oh! This is correct.
All right. I should
Come on,
be
girl.
able to find a spot to jump onto that tall neck from here.
Okay. I made it. Guys, I made it. You ever hear of a leap of faith? That was it.
That's better.
That was really it. Ah. Whew. Just let me slow down my heart attack. Whew.
Good.
Great. We've got new information. There's nothing else I need from any of these places, right? I'm set. I can just chill on this guy for a minute while I figure things out. Don't get me started on the Gungans in that PS1 game. Yeah. For the Wars games, didn't get great until Battlefront. I would agree. That doesn't mean that I did not put a lot of hours into the first level of that game. Akko, I don't think I'm following you back, and I think I need to be changing that. Because it just, like, dawned on me horribly. How do I don't want to get out of everything. I'll follow you later. Understand that the intention's there, and if I end up not doing it, it's because my memory problems are still an issue for me. So you can always feel free to bug me and be like, hey, you didn't follow me back yet. Because I have been cleared by the neurologist. He says that I should be fine. Things should be back to normal for me. But I do still get dizzy and I do still have memory problems. All caused by the concussion that I have. So just know that the intention and the desire and the love is there. Just also know that my memory is not what it needs to be. Okay. I want to do this quest, but I have no idea how to currently do it. So I'm going to continue on with the main plot first, and then because I guess I do intend to 100% this game, because I loved 100%ing the last one, and I'll end up doing it. Yeah, I just wanted to show them off because I worked really hard on them. I've been working on them for the past 2 days. 3 days. And I've just been steadily getting better as... Where am I going? As time goes on. I have mine as an open menu right now. Ooh, eventually it's going to be looking more like a recipe card. I like that idea quite a lot. Yeah, I haven't figured out what I'm leaning into yet. I thought about like making mine like flights of steps, because if you've never heard me actually pronounce my channel name, the way I say it is Le 13 Scale. If you were to say it in the proper Italian, it's Le 13 Scale. It means the 13 steps, and I go by stairs. So I thought about going with stairs, but then I realized that made me sound like a workout channel. Aw, thank you! And they look consistent with the drawing style? Thank you, because I have very little skill, and the only practice for drawing I have is when I would draw while working the register at the bookstore that I used to work at.
That is focus things trying to kill me. Did almost drown it in beer.
Oh my god.
Not on purpose.
I love it. But yeah, so I like love that I'm like getting back into more drawing and everything. And when I was working, they would be like, you can't read your book at the register, you can't do this. Well, at 2 o'clock in the morning, or 2 o'clock in the morning, at like first thing in the morning when we open on a Tuesday, you have 3 people maybe in the store in the first 4 hours of it being open. Like there's nobody there. So I need something to do. You can only clean the front for so long. So I started like practicing my drawing and getting a little bit better with it as much as I could. So I'm very excited. Ah, I still need a primary nerve on this thing. And another fang. Man. Man. I like the pronunciation of your channel name. Thank you. Do you prefer the like full Italian version, or do you prefer the English version? English, Italian, Anglin? would that be correct? Because Italian is technically my second language. I mean, I started like learning Spanish first when I was like little, and then I got told I was too stupid for Spanish class. Quite literally, by the way, by a academic person, like a guidance counselor, told me I was too stupid to take Spanish because I was too dumb to do my English classes, primarily because I had ADHD. And you like the Italian version yourself, Aku? Yeah, it's okay. It's a weird one to pronounce, and it wasn't something I thought about thoroughly. So I was like, yeah, I'll just lean harder into the stairs thing and then the Italian thing, because like that's something that people like, that it's less like taken. Stairs is already taken by people. So I'm glad that you think that Le 13 Scale sounds all nice, like to the ears. That makes me really happy. And my photography studio, not that like I'm promoting it to sponsor or anything, but my photography studio is Le Scale Studios, the Steps Studios. And so I couldn't quite use that again, so I was like, I'll just do the 13 steps. I'm not biased, but my maternal grandfather was New York Sicilian. Sicilian, very different. So I have some experience with Italian. Totally fair. Though I will say any Sicilian will tell you they're not Italian, they're Sicilian. And I don't blame them, because the reason for it is the Italians and the Carthaginians used to fight over the land, and the feud got so bad that when Rome destroyed Carthage, or as everyone else would say it, Carthage, but I got taught by an Italian-speaking professor. So when Rome destroyed Carthage, they salted the earth where Carthage used to be so that nothing would ever grow there again, because they hated them that badly. And I've never, like, that's a whole new level of petty, and I love it.
If you keep
Alright, I gotta check in on my people. Make sure, oh my god. Things changed. More things changed. He's breaking more stuff in the gaming room. Oh, you're aware? Okay, good. I have, on occasion... Oh my gosh, yeah.
You busy?
One must never be idle when at war. But there is always time
Yeah.
to speak to one's commander.
Oh, that's not really how I see myself.
Of course, it's not Aloy.
It is how we see you.
Aww. I always appreciate... I love him. I love you, Catalo. You're great. What part of Italy, by the way? Just out of curiosity, because when I lived in Italy, I was Northern Italian, and if you're familiar with Italian culture, the North and the South hate each other. Like, they have a friendly rivalry with each other where each one insists that they're the best parts. It's like East and West Cleveland, North and South Chicago. Which one's the more dicey one depends on which side of the line you're on when you ask them. So, don't really know, just know that she was from there. Okay. But I'm glad that you've got her spaghetti sauce recipe, because I've tried making spaghetti sauce on my own, and it did not go well. I tried. I can make my own pasta from scratch, though. That's the key.
Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Oh no.
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
Now, where's the fun in that?
Would defeat the purpose of the training.
Thank you! Growing up with Grandpa and Nanny, my great-grandma who was born in Sicily. Ah! Your Nonna. Nonna would be Italian for grandmother. And then Nonno is grandfather. They were insistent we're not Italian. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. The Sicilians specifically have a saying where it's like, who do you pay, the mob or your taxes? When you pay your taxes, there are still potholes in the street. The trash doesn't get picked up. You know, the state of the world is less for it. But when you pay the mob, the potholes get filled and the trash gets picked up. So who's the real thief here? And I'm like, ooh, yeah, if that doesn't explain Sicilians' belief about Italian structure. My wife and I got some friends to make that sauce and my Alfredo for our wedding as a choice. Oh, I love that idea. Alright, I'm hitting play on this, but I'm going to come back to the food thing.
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so
Huh.
I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I would love
I'd
to
be
hear
honored.
that. Let's see, I'm trying to think of anybody who's, like, I think the closest to any kind of, like, family recipe that I've got that I make is that fried buttered nunus, which is a Polish thing. But I did, when I was in Poland,
I'll let
start
you get back to your training.
learning to make
So will
pierogies with honey and cinnamon. So I would just cook the pierogies as you usually would, and then when you're done, just top them with a little bit of honey and cinnamon. And you want to go for the cheese pierogies, by the way. Really, it's a great anytime food, but it also works wonderfully for breakfast. Made things hilarious when my estranged mother went to Roma. Her Sicilian came out so fast when she ordered pizza and a cannoli. Okay, yeah.
Are you sure that's what the data says?
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
I don't like Roma.
but it's soft.
Rome. I don't like Rome.
How is it
The menu was Caesar salad,
It says here.
choice of sauce over noodles, and a turtle type of
we
dessert.
can't
Ooh,
expect
that
more
sounds
sense out of that
delicious.
than the old ones did.
And yeah, I don't like Rome. I've been to Rome. I've been to Rome multiple times. I've been to Rome 4 times that I can count. And I've spent the night multiple times in Rome. I don't like Rome. I'm biased. I prefer Florence the most. But every time I go to Rome, it's so dirty. Like, they tend not to clean up the city that well, and I don't blame them. But it's very busy, very dirty, very crowded. I'm like, I would just rather be in Florence, where there's still a whole bunch of culture to learn. The street cleaners are actually up on their stuff. The food's still delicious. And you get to enjoy the culture.
Aloy, is that what I think it is?
Just need to
Yes.
merge it with Gaia, and she'll have enough power to handle Hephaestus.
Good news. So, what can I do for you?
I love Varl. He's great.
I hope Zoe's not upset I'm distracting you from your training.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that.
What do you mean? What happened?
Did they break up?
Before Zoe found a way to fix the land gods, I suggested that when Gaia was fully restored, she could just make new ones.
Well, once we get Hephaestus, that's definitely a possibility.
Oh, but they're
That's what I said.
culturally important.
But I guess there was something about my tone she didn't like. She got pretty raw. Said I didn't understand the way her tribe feels about those machines.
Yeah, they're invested
Which
with
is
them
true, of
specifically.
course, and the last thing I'd ever want to do is dismiss their traditions.
Thank you.
But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
Oh. Oh. Accidentally culturally insensitive. It's... Oh. Look, I'm just glad she didn't put a spear through your side the way that she's been talking about doing that with Erend over there.
Did you talk to Zoe after your fight?
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on.
She's still holding on to that. You need to
How
apologize.
do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
Did you give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this?
Yeah, that's
You're on your
fair.
own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
That's fair. Best wingman.
Better get this to Gaia.
I have my family
did it.
cannoli and sauce
Let's
recipes.
Hold off on
Oh,
the ale till it's over and done with.
my uncle on that
I'll
side
let
has our
Eric
family
know.
sausage recipe. Ah. I have no Italian family recipes at all. I am a decent bit Italian, but that part of my family was cut off because they were kind of super abusive, so it makes sense. But yeah. As for Varl, the best advice I could give to that man is just be open and honest and run the risk of trying to explain more, right? Where it's I know I'm coming across
You just look good.
potentially this way,
Get back to studying.
and I'm because right, sometimes our words fail us, and I think the best way that I've gone about things, for example, I know that my friend, I do this with a couple of friends of mine, especially ones that I only know via like through a wall of text, like on the internet, right? I will say things like, "Hey, I'm sorry about this thing that happened to you. I just want to let you know that like you have my support and love and condolences, and that I'm here for you. But I don't exactly know how to put that into words, but just know that the intention and the emotion of that is there." And usually that tends to carry a lot more weight because it's like I'm trying to express the raw emotion of how much I care about you and how much I wish that these horrible things weren't happening to you, but my words are failing me in this moment, and I just want you to know that the emotion in its full state is there in a way that my words will never convey, and that holds so much more power in a conversation like that than you'd ever think. So that's why sometimes I'll just default to, I want to come up with a comeback, but I've got nothing. But no, the intention is there, you know, and it just holds a lot.
You ask me.
Because the emotion and the intention of love and support stays in there. I know you don't eat meat, but the other day I picked up mild sausage from the closest grocery store to me. What did you end up having the mild sausage with? Because, while yes, I do not eat meat, I also, because because like I said, I've been a vegetarian for 23 years. I do not know what the flavors are like.
And of course,
So, you know, when somebody's like, "Oh, yeah, I had this burger and it tasted really good." Oh, was it like super flavorful? Was it nice and like fatty or something? So, there's often times where I'll like turn to my fiance and he'll be like eating into something and I'm like, "What kind of like flavor profiles are you getting?" Because I understand the flavor profiles independently, but I don't know what flavor profiles those foods have. I think I mentioned this before when I was talking about why I don't cook meat dishes for other people, because I don't know how to safely and properly prepare meat, so I don't want to run the risk of anyone getting sick, if you didn't pick up on that conversation before. So I, A, don't want to risk someone getting sick, and B, I just don't know what flavors those meats have, right? Or those meats have in the way that they were prepared. I just don't know. So I don't know what would pair well with it.
The old ones fed off livestock a little too much for my liking.
So far, the only person from that side of the family that I'm speaking to is my estranged mother. Because of toxicity, that's fair.
From what I'm reading,
I try to think of the spices that were involved with different food and try to portray that as the flavor is. Okay. Yeah, because I just don't... Because I've never had, like, duck, right? Never had it. Wouldn't know how to describe that as a flavor, because it's never a flavor I've experienced in terms of any ways that it, like, would melt in your mouth, or, like, you know, the texture, or the different other flavor parts of it. If you just, like, took a piece of deli meat and just ate that, I have no clue what it would taste like. So I wouldn't know what spices to use with it, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Aloy, you've returned. And you come bearing gifts. Does this mean we'll soon be able to uproot the Zeniths from our lands?
Hopefully.
That's what I'm hoping.
Good.
So yeah. Interesting idea, you know, in case you ever wanted to know what it's like to be me. Yeah, that all makes sense to you. I'm glad. Yeah, because if you want to know what it's like to be me, try thinking of a color that you've never seen before, right? Try to think of a new color and describe that to somebody. It's impossible. You can't quite do it because every other color that, you know, possibly you've seen exists somewhere else. You can't think of something brand new for the first time, let alone figure out how to explain it to somebody. You'd have to use kind of close words, like, it's sort of like a red, but kind of like a blue. But if you mixed those, you know, together, so you'd have to break it down as much as you can. Because I just don't know, to be honest. So yeah, that's a fun mental exercise later, is trying to figure out how to explain meat flavors to a person who has never experienced meat. From learning how to cook, I has also learned how to explain these different minute things. Okay. I'm glad, because I still don't know.
It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
I already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I was pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Varl, that's my absolute favorite. Just him butting in is better than the whole rest of everything. No. Okay, you just cooked it last night and had it in buns. Primary flavors in Italian sausage, depending on intensity, are anise seed, so the black licorice flavor, yeah. Also, oh yeah, I've had a lot of Jaeger and NyQuil. Oregano, basil, and chili flakes. Ooh. I'm thoroughly intrigued. What is going on with my phone? Is someone dying? Nope. Is everyone good? Oh. Okay. We're good. No, nothing, no one died. We're cool. I feel like that's the thing I have to preface now with it being 2020. It's 2022, right? It's not 2024. I haven't skipped just 2 years. I have, ooh.
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much
a
to
while.
read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia.
Good.
It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin.
I mean, that's fair.
But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yes.
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line.
Yeah. Mild sausages don't use as many chili flakes. Ah, that makes more sense. I am the person that puts chili flakes in everything, though. I like to take... as in the hot sausage, that makes sense. Yeah, I will take a jar of pasta sauce and, like, add some fresh spices to it just to kind of liven it up. Usually the same spices that are already in it, but just to kind of, like, oof the flavor more. And, red pepper flake and chili flakes are oftentimes what I put in there, especially if I'm using, like, a cheese ravioli for it. Much to my fiance's dismay, who cannot handle spice.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him.
Oh.
I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
Now he just listens to death metal while he plays it, huh?
I should get going.
If you need me, you know where to find me.
Still working on stuff for the land gods. By the way, I found out that the ink on most of these people's skin is made with mercury. And I'm still not okay with this. Put them in the sauce. Yeah.
Looks like you got what
Hey.
you wanted.
Yeah. It's almost time to go after Hephaestus.
Finally, we get to rock and roll. Yeah, at least that's how the old ones said it, I think.
Well, it is.
Bet you're used to that focus by now.
Be like your
I can
fiance.
hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. To be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, well, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey,
Yeah.
that just means I gotta study harder. Make myself useful.
Just give it time.
He's great. You don't handle spicy food that well either. Yeah, you and him would be in the same boat of pain, I'm sure. But like I said, I mostly do it when I'm pairing it with a cheese to kind of like mellow it out, so when you get too much heat, you can just like eat the rest of the ravioli and you'll be fine.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here. Not
Oh,
for
good.
eating, apparently.
Aw.
If you ask me, the place is fine as it is. Metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
Mixing it up is good. I've been growing the newest plant to sprout in my list of plants that I'm growing is my spinach plants, which is fantastic because in my avocado toast I use very little spinach, so it's not worth buying a whole spinach container and only using like a handful of the leaves from
I
it.
should get going.
I say hi to Gaia for me.
Will do, Erend. Varl, are you in trouble again?
You look like you've got something to say.
Just a couple of questions.
Oh, alright.
Looks like things between you and Zoe are better now.
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of.
Are we gonna, like, get her side?
Yes.
Didn't we just hear
What if an
this?
apology is
You give
We
her
just
stuff-
heard this.
you're the worst.
What makes you think I know anything?
Abandoning me again.
Yeah, no, I just
I
heard
should
that.
Go hand this
Okay.
over to Gaia.
By all means.
You used to have a higher tolerance, but then you started getting heartburn around 18. Oh no, that's way worse. Whoop, that's the wrong direction. Yeah, no, I would not want the heartburn.
I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning.
Time to find out what's in. Oh, did I not? I didn't do that long enough, it's fine.
Looks like some kind of maintenance space.
Is this just storage? What is in here? What am I looking at?
Where this leads.
Yeah. This is another just way into...
Power cells? Huh.
Yeah. Reggio Calabria is where my grandma was from. Ah, Calabria! Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm peeking the mic. Calabria. So Calabria, if you've never been, is... I can't remember if it's the shin splint or if it's the main part. Hold on. Let me pull back up a map so I can like look at where Calabria is, because I'm pretty sure it's what I call the shin splint. And understand I say that entirely lovingly. Because oh no, that's the front of the boot. Okay. That makes sense. So when you look at a map of Italy, you can kind of just shape it all off based on your foot. And when you're in Italy, you actually do this. So the soccer ball is obviously Sicily, and then you have the rest of the boot. So Calabria is the like front toe tip of the boot. And then there is what I call the shin splint, which is the island in front of where your shin would be, just a little out into the water. And I couldn't remember if it was the shin splint or the toe, but the shin splint is really interesting to me because the Italian that they speak in the splint there is actually more Latin based than it is, like, their word for home is more like dorm, like dormo, which is dormo means I sleep in Italian. So, like, dorm, the place to sleep. So their word for home is closer to the place that I sleep rather than casa. So I just, like, had to... It makes me really interested. This is why I regulate myself to mild foods, also fair. But yeah, Calabria is absolutely beautiful. I think Reggio is like a little more inland because Calabria is known for its steep cliffs with like beautiful colored houses like nestled in along the cliffs along the water. It's absolutely gorgeous and 100% worth going to if you've never seen it. Where am I going with these? I'm just gonna drop this. Because I gotta figure out where I'm going with these energy cells first before I, Oh, there we go. So yeah, one energy cell does go down there. Calabrese comes from? Yeah, I think it is. As I'm thinking about it, yeah, that would make more sense. Because it's from, like, that sector.
That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
Great. Is there anything else I need to turn on while I'm down here, or are we good? But yeah, I would imagine that's where Calabrese comes from. And friendly reminder, if I screw up the pronunciation, because it's rough. Like I said, I got taught in a little bit of Spanish first, and then French, and then Italian. And the French choke on their R's, like it comes from the back of the throat. Whereas the Italian rolling of the R is more in the tongue. So sometimes I'll like slip up and accidentally do the back of the throat rather than the tongue. It does happen from time to time, not intentionally. Bunch of lights came on? What? Did a new area open up? What did I do? What's happening?
Something in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms.
Oh. Oh, I like that. That's a cute little boost. Any new updates on this, or no? Well, I thought I'd check it out. But yeah, so there you go. There's some Italian lessons. But yeah, if you ever need a map of Italy, just point to different spots on your leg. And where the knee bends, you can say is like the top of Italy. But if you go to, so not the kneecap, but inside, from the other side of the kneecap, so behind that patella, and go down just a little bit from the curve of the inside of your leg there, is where you will find Venice. Rome is pretty, not like mid-shin, because that would be more, like mid-upper shin is Florence, a little bit more mid-shin is Rome, and then closer to the ankle is Naples and Pompeii. And then Sicily is that soccer ball. So all of the big places you've ever heard about, because Naples and Pompeii are next to each other. That's why Naples is so famous, and why so many people go there, is to go visit Pompeii. So,